Today I've challenged myself to see how quick I can make 4 days worth of meals. So we're doing overnight Bakewell oats, black bean feijoada and sweet and sour tempeh.
Right, we're on the clock. Go, go, go!
Let's go, okay. So, step 1, we're going to boil the kettle and we're going to weigh out some quinoa.
Quinoa.
So, we need 250 grams.
You dropped it, that was terrible. That would have been terrible.
There's so much pressure, man.
You saved it.
Don't worry if there's a little bit too much. Okay.
Come on, you're wasting time.
So, put that on to cook. Step 1. That's good. I'll tell you how much water's in there in a minute when I go back to my computer. I've got it all listed out, all the things I need to do, all the steps. You be quiet.
You be quiet, cowboy. We're doing this for an evaluation.
And also we're going to fill the kettle again, all the way to the top. So if you're following along, do this. Okay. That's just going to save valuable time. It's going to be a bit noisy, so apologies for that, but...
Don't worry about it.
It's tough luck.
Is that on? Yep.
It's tough titties. It is on, I said titties. Oh god.
Tig old biddies.
Okay, so it's 800 mils of water has gone into the pan with the quinoa. Boil the kettle again. Now we're going to steam fry some onions. We're going for frozen. In these recipes, they're all from our cookbook Speedy Vegan, and it's all about speed. So all the vegetables pretty much are going to be frozen. So we want 400 grams. Don't have to be too exact, you know, just roughly 400 grams. Okay. Put that one on. I'm not going to put any water in there because in a minute it will just heat up and some of the liquid will be released from there, so don't worry. Okay, that's that one. Now I'm going to switch over to the sweet and sour. It's going to be a little bit back and forth with all the recipes. So I've got a pack of pre-chopped vegetables here. So that's going to go in the pan. We turn that on. I'll put a bit of water in that one.
How many grams is that? That
is 250 grams.
250.
170 grams of peppers. There's a cat here and there, don't worry about that.
Extra plating.
Okay, chuck those in the pan. Also, green beans. Green beans is going to be 150 grams. These are all frozen.
What was in the first lot of veggies?
It was just like a mix that I got, so it had things like cabbage, carrots, etc. Mushrooms, peppers, that kind of thing. Just look out for a pack of pre-chopped stir-fry vegetables. That's basically what you want.
Okay.
Okay. Just put a little water. So we're steam frying, no oil, just a little bit of water in the pan.
No oil, you naughty lot.
Yeah. I need my spoon. Oh, is it doing anything? Oh, yeah. Okay, what's the next step, everybody? We need to make a sauce for the sweet and sour. So, we need the Vitamix. I'm going to sweeten this with dates and pineapple. Typically sweet and sour sauces can be really sugary, can't they?
Yeah.
So get yourself a can of pineapple and just tip all the juice. Keep the chunks because we're going to put that in the steam fry. Yes, cowboy.
Cowboy, you're not helping. We already fed you.
We fed him so that he would be quiet in the video, but it didn't work. It did not work.
Maybe you need to love.
Yeah, that's true. 75 grams of dates. I've already weighed those out. They go in there. 160 grams of tomato puree. So this is 140. Chuck that in there. Don't forget to keep an eye on your vegetables. Turn that down a little bit now, the quinoa.
This is exciting.
Yeah. Turn the vegetables down a little bit. Imagine you're going to put some kind of really high pressure sort of music in this video.
You get the idea.
Yeah, a little bit more of that. I'm not being too precise because we're on the clock. We're on the clock. Vinegar. I am going to be precise about this one because if you put too much then it won't be very nice. So 65 mils. This is what gives it the sour kind of
What type of vinegar is that?
rice vinegar. Rice vinegar. 4 tablespoons of tamari goes in next. 4 tablespoons.
Forward a bit.
Don't worry about it. Okay, what goes in next? 2 teaspoons of arrowroot.
What does arrowroot do, like a thickener?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Arrowroot. Black pepper. Where did I put that little spoon? 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. This is a funny old teaspoon. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Onion powder. 2 teaspoons. That should have gone in there. 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
I think onion powder is such a great ingredient. It really flavours things, doesn't it?
Yeah. And 2 teaspoons of chilli.
Old chilli bum. Michael Winterbottom, what old chilli bum?
Oh, and the last thing, sorry, 3 teaspoons of ginger powder.
Lovely.
And now we're going to whiz that up. It's going to be noisy, so I imagine in post you're going to take some of that noise out, are you?
I imagine I will. Like a big hero.
Yeah. And we want to blend until smooth. But first, plug it in. That'll do. We don't need that just yet, so that's one side. Oh no, my computer's gone.
Oh.
Don't look at what my password is.
Yeah.
Okay, so into the onions, we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of garlic. I've got some frozen garlic here, just because it's quicker, it's pre-chopped. Yeah. It's quicker if you can get into it.
You're really going for it today.
Yeah, I am really going for it. And 4 teaspoons of smoked paprika.
Is this for the feijoada?
Yeah, this is the feijoada that we've got.
Oh, that's delicious. So if you don't know, it's a Brazilian dish. Yeah, really tasty, smoky. They often add chorizo, but we're having black beans.
Yeah, oh, you can smell that smoked paprika. It's really makes it, this recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, what next? And paprika, so cook that for 1 minute. Made the sauce, need to chop up the tempeh. I love tempeh, what do you say?
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
So it really, although it's processed, it's 2 whole foods processed together. So it's fermented edamame beans and or soybeans and mycelium, which is a root of mushrooms. Very healthy stuff.
Doesn't taste like mushrooms, does it?
No.
It's
It's got a strange taste, slightly nutty.
Unique, yeah.
Slightly unique. I think it's a bit of an acquired taste for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And again, like, it depends how you cook it as well. It takes on flavour really well, doesn't it? Like tofu.
Yeah.
It's all in the marinade and seasonings.
Yeah.
Basically.
I love it in this recipe. I also like making tempeh bacon. I think that's got to be my favourite.
Tempeh bacon is gorgeous, isn't it?
It's got to be my favourite thing.
Yeah.
Just gonna check on our pot over here. Now I've not put a timer on for any of this stuff because
you mentalist.
yeah, I've decided to just eyeball it today, so we'll see how we get on.
If you want the exact timings, check out the Speedy Vegan cookbook. It's just $6.99 at the minute. Yeah, it's 30% off for the January sale.
Yeah. So just roughly give this a cube. And I can't remember how much I need. 400 grams. This is 400 grams. Great.
That's convenient then.
That is convenient. Yeah. These recipes are really like versatile though, you know, if you prefer different veg or, you know, you think, oh, I don't want all tempeh, I'd like some beans, you can swap some out, you know, it's really...
Sort of mix and match, innit?
Yeah, it's an easy
all good stuff.
Sort of recipe. Yeah, they all are really. I think that's one of the great things about sort of plant-based meals. You can really mix them up like really well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, really easy. Okay. So I think now I'm going to add some things to the feijoada. So we've got frozen butternut squash. Again, because it's just so quick, it takes so long to peel it and chop it all up, you know, just get it frozen if you can, you know, if you're in a hurry. So this is 500. So whack that in there. We need 650, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. Pack in a bit. Oh, it's probably a bit too much. That'll do. So that goes into the pan.
The bodybuilder in me is really seething at that.
Yeah. Butternut squash. Black beans are also going to go in the pan. 3 cans. Managed to get some with ring pulls because that saves valuable seconds.
I'll tell you what, when you've got a few cans, it can knock your forearms out a little bit. I think it's a can opener.
It can actually.
I think if you've got one of those crappy old metal ones.
Yeah.
Just the metal.
Like we have. So it's going to be a lot of mess everywhere, but you know, you just can clean up at the end. And actually there's some steps sometimes in the recipes where it has to cook for a bit and you can just, you know, use that time to clean up.
Yeah.
We're using that time to make another recipe, so not so much.
Comment below, are you going to try and make these 3 recipes in one go, like us?
Yeah. You must wash off the parts.
Wash off the part juice.
Yeah.
Hemicellulose, I think it is.
Better for your tummy if you give them a good old rinse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called hemicellulose.
Yeah. You would know it. And some other things.
What else can you tell me?
160 grams of spinach. Again, frozen. Get your frozen spinach.
I think that's 3 of those.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Oh, they're different sizes.
So that goes in there. There's so much less waste when you have frozen vegetables, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's one thing that
Yeah, that's one really good thing.
Yeah, it's really good. Spinach, 4 bay leaves. 2, 4. I should probably get the stock in actually, to make all the water, sorry. 280 mils of water, just to make sure that we don't start burning anything on the bottom.
You don't want to burn your bottom.
Yeah. 280 of water. Oh, it's a bit more. Sorry about that.
I like it a bit saucy. If you know what I mean. Not that.
Okay, just keep an eye on your quinoa. I'm just going to turn that right down. That's nearly done. I'm going to turn this right up because we want that to come to a boil. And I've got a couple more ingredients to add, some black pepper. And optional is salt. It's optional for salt in any of these recipes that we do, you know. As much as you want, really.
We mostly add a little salt on serving, don't we?
Yes.
As a rule. It goes further because you just got it on top. And it's one of those things that you really want to limit. Possibly the most important thing to limit, according to some.
Yeah. So bring that to the boil. And that's just going to sit there now for a brief time. Nothing to do with that. So we're going to cook that for 7 minutes. So I'm going to roughly pay attention to the time. And so we go back to the sweet and sour now. So we're going to add in our sauce.
Sauce.
Smells good.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy. I'm going to have 4 days worth of meals.
Yeah, you didn't really think so much that you were a fan of sweet and sour, did you?
No, not till I came across this recipe.
Yeah.
The thing going vegan just made me more experimental, and then I sort of broadened my palate. And yeah, now I love a bit of sweet in with my savoury.
Yeah. I like recipes where you put something like the raisins in, like a Moroccan lentil soup or something like that.
Yeah.
Can
Or
we
into
add?
a salad, like a few little sweet bits of fruit.
Yeah.
There's like a counterpoint to any sort of saltiness and things. It's,
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so the sweet and sour sauce is now in the pan. Sweet and sour sauce. So we're going to cook that for a couple of minutes. Then we're going to add in the tempeh. So I think what I'm going to do now for a minute is to get on with the breakfast.
Okay.
So what do we need? I'm going to turn off the quinoa, I think, because it's going to run out of water. So I need to get my tubs. Got a little bit of a space issue here.
Yeah.
So
Not the biggest kitchen.
Yeah. 4 tubs.
4 tubs.
This is for the breakfast. I don't know about you, but I don't really like cooking, like making things in the morning. I can't be bothered, and often we're really busy, aren't we? So it's nice if you've got something pre-made that you can just get out, you know. Let's get me a little bowl. So we're gonna have oats, 200 grams. Roughly 200 grams, go from there. We're also going to put in some raisins, 140 grams. Just stir this one in here.
We'll be going for 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Oh, good to know. We're getting there, aren't we?
Can we do it within 30 minutes?
Oh, I don't know, it's so much pressure.
Don't
worry about those. Almonds. 70 grams. These are slivered almonds.
Chunky, chunky almond. And the secret of my beauty.
There's going to be a lot of cleaning up after this. Just going to check on quinoa.
It's looking about done, is it?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to take that off of here because,
Yeah,
when it's
cooking.
electric, it will keep cooking. So put
Hop
this
that.
safely.
Why didn't you put it on the hob on the... Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, this is just starting to come to the boil, so that's great.
Does that normally have spinach in and not kale?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
I believe so, yeah.
I remember we had kale the last time, but maybe we'd run out of spinach.
Yeah, possibly. Okay, what else is going to go? Oh, it's some flax. 4 tablespoons of flax is going to go in there. very important to get flax seeds in. We like to get them in at breakfast, don't we?
Yeah, just make sure you've done it. Omega-3s, lignans.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I recommend everyone has a tablespoon a day ground.
Yeah.
If it's ground, you get 58% more omega-3s. If it's just soaked, you get 24% more. If you eat it whole, unsoaked, then you get a fraction of the omega-3, so not so good. You'd have to eat more of them. Oh, dark sweet cherries.
Yeah.
Delish.
I'm just going to add the tempeh, I believe, now to the pan. Yeah. And this one.
So tempeh is going in the sweet and sour. Oh boy. This is starting to look good as well. It's coming together.
Yeah, I just hope I can do it in a decent time.
22 minutes gone, 22:30.
Okay, not bad.
I reckon you can do it in 30 minutes. Come on, for an evaluation.
So we're going to let that cook.
I think you're the biggest hero of all time.
Let that cook for a couple of minutes. Back to our breakfast. So we're going to add, I need a big bowl, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to add 400 grams of cherries, frozen cherries.
These are stark sweet cherries.
So I just need to explain, we're making this all up ready, ready so we can show you and for the thumbnail. If you're going to make these breakfasts, they're not going to keep for 4 days. So what I advise is just before the cherries go in, stop there, put it into your 4 tubs, and the next 3 ingredients, add those on the night before you want to eat the breakfast.
Yeah, and so that's like the milk.
Yeah, the milk, the almond extract, excuse me, I just need a bowl, and the cherries.
Yeah.
So that is my advice.
Milk, almond extract, and cherries.
Just put it in the night
before in the fridge.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's easy enough.
But now I'm going to make these all up just so you can get a real sort of feel for it. Okay, this is nearly done.
Actually, 2 of those for me is 1 breakfast, so
yeah,
I can eat that within 2 days anyway.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, this is coming along nicely.
Oh, trivets.
Oh, good.
Hashtag trivets.
What else goes in here?
Not the trivet.
Not trivets. The almond milk.
24 minutes gone, come on.
Soya milk. 350, 700 grams of milk. Any milk, in the book we say soya milk, so the macros in the book are for soya milk.
I like soya, it's just got more protein than other milks.
Yep.
Yeah, I just think it's the more nutritious of them all.
Run out, so I'm just going to use a little bit of almond milk to make up the last.
My bodybuilder self is just seething at you.
I thought this was open, I thought why not use an open one, but actually it wasn't open.
Oh,
so,
God.
yeah. And now the last ingredient, almond extract. So this is a 1/4 teaspoon. I don't put it in there, God's sake.
Yeah, don't put it in there, that'd be horrible.
So we're going to have 1/2 teaspoon. You're going to need a really small amount of this because it's really strong. But it's really going to add some great flavour. So put that out the way. Yeah, don't overdo it with that. And that's what's going to help to make it have that Bakewell sort of tart, taste. That and the cherries.
Yeah.
So that's it for that one. Literally, you just leave it and it will soak up all that
How
goodness.
much longer? Do we need to put the noodles in?
Yes, that's the next step.
25 minutes, 20 seconds. Come on, we can do it in 30 minutes, can we?
Okay, so this is just about done.
Do we need to boil the water?
Yeah, go on then, let's give it another boil. It's been a while, hasn't it? So let's boil that. I'm just going to see if I need to put anything else into my sweet and sour. So tempeh, let's cook the noodles. So I'm running out of sort of pans and space and everything, so what I'm going to do is just to cook them up in a bowl.
They just sit in hot water, don't they?
Yeah, which is really great, You can use, I need a bigger bowl. You could use brown rice noodles. They would probably be an even better option because they take even less time to cook.
Yeah, vermicelli is 3 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long do these ones take?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. I don't hear the kettle coming on. It's not plugged in.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the first big error? It's going to cost us.
the lid off this now because this is cooking well and we want this to reduce down a little bit.
How long does this need to cook for?
About 7 minutes, which it's probably nearly been, but I think it took a while to come to the boil. You know, to the boil. Yeah. So we're just going to do that.
So that's going to be within the 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. That's that one. And the pineapple.
It's boiled.
Yeah.
Okay, put it.
These sort of noodles, couscous, you know, things that you just cover and that cook really quick, they're going to really be helpful if you're trying to save time in the kitchen and come up with meals really quickly. So that's there. And now I'm going to put the pineapple chunks in here.
So 1 can's worth?
Yeah, this is 435 grams, including the juice. And you know, you want the juice and the chunks. The chunks really add to this dish.
Oh, they do, they're
There's
delicious.
Something about it, yeah.
Oh, I love this dish so much.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cook that a tiny bit longer. Turn this one down a little bit. I'm gonna go back and see if there's any more steps to do. So the noodles, the sauce. So that's that done. Oh, I need to add 2 things to the feijoada when it's ready. So I'll be getting those set up. So it's going to have lime juice and coriander. Tell you what, I'm going to chop the coriander first. Just chop that a little bit fine.
How much coriander? I believe you told me 8 tablespoons.
Yeah, this doesn't quite look like 8 tablespoons if I'm honest. So.
Yeah. But that's what's meant to be there.
That's what's meant to be in there, yeah. And we want 4 tablespoons of lime juice.
About half a lime, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Just put this over here. Well, this is coming along very nicely.
Yeah.
Just gonna see if the butternut squash is done.
Save a little coriander back for garnish.
Okay. Let's say that this is good.
Wow.
Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off now. I'm going to add in the coriander.
You didn't save any.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I was trying to think of like so many things. I can't take in what you're
You're doing really well, didn't you? 29 minutes, 22 seconds. Come on, get it in.
I've got to serve them up yet in the things, haven't I?
Nah, that's fine. Ordinarily, I think you'd let them cool down before you put them in the plastic anyway. So we'll call it once you've said that's the last ingredient.
Give it
40 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16,
oh God. 15
seconds, come on!
And some sesame seeds go on top of this at the end when you serve it up. Yeah. But that's it, that's all the ingredients.
Done! 29.53. Boom.